Welcome to the class of quadratic equation. Today we are going to see what are quadratic equations and solve practice set number 2.1 and 2.2. Before moving on to what are quadratic equations, let us see what are polynomials. So, polynomials is a form of algebraic expression which is sum of many terms and it consists of one variable. The type of polynomial is determined by the power or index or degree of the polynomial. So there are three types of polynomials, that is linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. Now for linear polynomial, the standard form is ax plus b and a and b are the coefficients and a is not equal to 0. So over here there is an example given of it. For quadratic polynomial, the standard form is ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b and c are coefficients and a is not equal to 0. The example is 5x square plus 2x plus 3. For a cubic polynomial is a polynomial of degree 3 and the standard form is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a, b, c and d are the coefficients and a is not equal to 0. For example, 2x cube plus 5x square plus 8x plus 9. Now over here we are always writing that a is not equal to 0. So what does that mean? If a is equal to 0, suppose in this expression if a is equal to 0, it is going to happen that this polynomial will be reverted back to a linear polynomial. That's why we have to always mention that a is not equal to 0. Now let us see what is the quadratic equation. The equation involving one variable and having 2 as the maximum index of the variable is called as the quadratic equation. So the general form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Now the basic difference between a quadratic equation and a quadratic polynomial is that in quadratic polynomial there is no equal to 0, whereas in quadratic equation there is equal to 0. So this helps in solving the quadratic equation. Now let us see an activity in your textbook, page number 31. Quadratic equation. So in your textbook there are given these three examples with the first column solved. So what you have to do is you have to find the value of a, b, c, that are the coefficients of the polynomial. Remember this, whenever you are solving such kind of polynomials, you have to remember that you have to arrange this in terms of your standard form. So in your general form or standard form, this can be written as x square plus 0x minus 4 is equal to 0, where your a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0 and c is equal to minus 4. Similarly, when you are solving this, you have to see that y square is equal to 2y minus 7. Now what you can do over here is that you can bring your 2 plus 2y to the left hand side, it becomes minus 2y, and your minus 7 becomes plus 7, you will bring it to the left hand side. So it becomes y square minus 2y plus 7 is equal to 0. So a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 2 and c is equal to 7. Similarly, you can solve this. Now let us see what are the roots of a polynomial. The value of the variable which satisfies the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, that is the value for which both the sides of the equation are equal, are called roots of a quadratic equation. Let us see an example for it. For a quadratic equation, 2x square minus x minus 10 is equal to 0. We have to check whether x is equal to minus 2 is a root or not. So when we put the value of x is equal to minus 2, we should get the left hand side is equal to the right hand side, that is left hand side should be equal to 0. So let us see. The given equation is 2x square minus x minus 10 is equal to 0. Now we put x is equal to minus 2 in the left hand side of the equation, we will get 2 into 2 square minus 2 minus 10. So we have put the value of x is equal to minus 2 in the left hand side. So what we are getting is 10, 8 plus 2 is 10, minus 10 is equal to 0. So what we have understood from here is that minus 2 is the root of the quadratic equation and it is hence proves. Therefore left hand side is equal to right hand side. Now let us go for the practice set 2.1. So in this practice set, it is very easy. So in this practice set, first what they are asking is write any two quadratic equation. So we have to use our standard form to write the any two quadratic equations. So the first quadratic equation that we are getting over here is y square minus 7y plus 12 is equal to 0. And second that we are getting is x square plus 8x minus 2 is equal to 0. So you can see over here we are using the standard form as ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now in the second question in the textbook it is asked decide which of the following are quadratic equation. So in this I am just going to solve the first, third and the fifth. The rest of them are similar to each other, so you can try it at your home. So the first example is the given equation is x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. So over here we have x is the only variable. Like in a definition of quadratic equation we have only one variable over here and maximum index of the variable is 2. Since the maximum index of the variable is 2 and there is only one variable, therefore we can say that the given equation is a quadratic equation. And also over here a is equal to not equal to 0. Okay, so a is equal to 1, b is equal to 5 and c is equal to minus 2 are real numbers and a is equal to not 0. Now in the third one, see over here, don't get confused with this. The given equation is y square plus 1 by y is equal to 2. Now if you think about this y, the power is not equal to 1, it is equal to minus 1. So we have to rearrange this equation in the form of a standard quadratic equation. So what do we get over here? When we multiply on both the sides by y, we get y cube plus 1 is equal to 2y. So we get y cube minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0 after rearranging, that is y cube. This 2y when it comes to the left hand side becomes minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. So here y is the only variable as you can see and maximum order is 3. The order of the polynomial of the quadratic equation of the equation algebra expression is 3. So it is not a quadratic equation. Therefore the given equation is not quadratic equation. Now the third one, fifth one, over here the given equation is m plus 2 m minus 5 is equal to 0. So we are going to rearrange this again. So m into m minus 5 and 2 into m minus 5 is equal to 0. So what we are going to get over here is that rearranging this, that is opening the brackets, we get m into m minus 5m plus 2 into m minus 2 into 5 is equal to 0. So we are going to get m square minus 5m plus 2m minus 10 is equal to 0. So rearranging this and over here we are getting m square minus 3m minus 10 is equal to 0. So we are going to get over here m is the only variable and the maximum power is 2. So therefore it is a quadratic equation and also a is also not equal to 0. So here m is the only variable and maximum index of the variable is 2. Therefore a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 3 and c is equal to minus 10 are real numbers and a is equal to not equal to 0. Therefore the given equation is a quadratic equation. Now let us go for the third question. Write the following equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then write the values of a, b, c for each equation. Okay. So now it is similar to the previous question. Solution. So the first question is 2y is equal to 10 minus y square. Okay. So what we have to do, we just have to rearrange this. Y square will come on to the left hand side and become y square and 2y remains on the left hand side and this 10 will become minus 10 when we bring this to the left hand side, it will become equal to 0. So we get y square plus 2y minus 10 is equal to 0. So comparing this above equation with the standard form, that is ay square plus by plus c is equal to 0, we are going to get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2 and c is equal to minus 10. Similarly, now we go to the second question. We observe that x minus 1 the whole square is equal to 2x plus 3. Now we can just split this up, that is a minus b the whole square, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So we are going to get over here x square minus 2x plus 1 minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0 since we have taken a is equal to x and b is equal to 1. So after rearranging, that is minus 2x we are going to get minus 4x plus 1 minus 3 is equal to minus 2. So we are going to get x square minus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. So we are going to get over here a is equal to 1. Yes, b is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to minus 2. Let us go to the third sum, that is x square minus 9 is equal to 13. So we are going to get x square minus 9 minus 13 is equal to 0. So x square minus 22 is equal to 0. Since the over here x term is not present, and we can say that b can be 0. Only a cannot be 0, but b can be 0. So you can write this as x square plus 0x minus 22 is equal to 0. Comparing the above equation with x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0, and c is equal to minus 22. Let us go for the fourth sum, that is we have to determine whether the values given against each of the quadratic equations are root of the equations. That is, we have to check whether if we put x is equal to 1 and the left hand side is equal to right hand side. So solution for the first equation, I am just going to do the first equation. Second sum you can just try it on your own. It has been solved in the PPT. So x square plus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0. Now putting x is equal to 1 in the left hand side of the equation 1, we get left hand side is equal to 1 square plus 4 into 1 minus 5 is equal to 0, is equal to 1 plus 4 minus 5. So 1 plus 4 is 5, 5 minus 5 is 0. So we are getting over here left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore we can conclude that x is equal to 1 is the root of the given quadratic equation. Now let us go for the second term, that is x is equal to minus 1 in the left hand side of the equation 1. So what we are going to get is minus 1 square plus 4 into minus 1 minus 5 is equal to, so 1 square is 1 and 4 into minus 1 is minus 4. So 1 minus 4 is minus 3. Minus 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 8. So since left hand side is not equal to right hand side, we can say that x is equal to minus 1 is not a root of the given quadratic equation. Similarly, you can look at this question and write it in your books. You can just pause the video or you can just take a screenshot of the, but stop the video and take a screenshot. Okay, now let us go for the next topic, that is called as solution of the quadratic. Okay, before that let us go for another question, that is find k if x is equal to 3 is the root of the equation kx square minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0. So in this, what we are going to do is we have to substitute the value x is equal to 3 in the equation, and we have to find the value of k. So putting x is equal to 3 in the given equation, we get k into 3 square plus minus 10 into 3 plus 3 is equal to 0. Similarly, just solving this, what we are going to get is k is equal to 3. Solving and rearranging, we get k is equal to 3. Let us go for the last question, that is one of the roots of the equation is minus 7.5. So complete the following activity to find the value of k. It is similar to the previous question, only you just have to fill in the boxes. So minus 7 by 5 is the root of the quadratic equation 5m square plus 2m plus k is equal to 0. So put m is equal to minus 7 by 5 in the equation, we get 5 into minus 7 by 5 the whole square plus 2 into minus 7 by 5 plus k is equal to 0. So 7 square is 49 and 2 and 5 square is 25. So what we are going to get is 5 gets cancelled over here and 25 gets cancelled. So 5 ones are 5, 5 5s are 25 plus 7 into 2 is 14 minus 14 by 5 plus k is equal to 0. So we are going to get, since both the denominators of both of them are the same, so we are going to get 49 minus 14 is 35, 35 by 5 is 7. So we are going to get 7 plus k is equal to 0. So k is equal to minus 7. Now let us go for the how to find the roots or the solution of a quadratic equation. There are 3 methods. So we are going to see today only one method, that is solution of a quadratic equation by factorization method. So let us see what is the process to find the solution of a quadratic equation. Now in this method, what we are using is, in this method we factorize the polynomial on the left hand side and we make use of the property if the product of two numbers is 0, then at least one number of them is 0. That is, if A into B is equal to 0, then either A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. Now let us proceed how to do this. So suppose you have a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So first we have to do is we have to split the b coefficient of x in terms of b1 and b2 in such a way that b1 plus b2 is equal to b. You are splitting b in such a way that b1 plus b2 is equal to b, and b1 into b2 is equal to a into c. So it is easy. Okay, it is easy. When you solve more and more problems, it becomes much easier for you. Okay, after this what we have to do is let us see an example. So we have given a quadratic equation as x square minus 9x plus 20 is equal to 0. So we are splitting this 9x in terms of such a way that b1 plus b2 is equal to b. So 5, so we see 20 into 1 is 20. Okay, and we also know that 5 fours are 20. So 5 into minus 4 is plus 20, and minus 5 minus 4 is minus 9 is equal to 0. So we are getting b1 is equal to minus 5 and b2 is equal to minus 4. So take out common from this pair. So this I am making the pairs of like this 2. Okay, over here the common is x. So we are getting x into x minus 5, and over here common is minus 4. So we are going to get minus 4 x minus 5 is equal to 0. Now we are going to take the common from the whole equation. Now in the whole equation the common is x minus 5. Yes, over here, so x minus 5 into x minus 4 is equal to 0. So we are going to get x minus 5 into x minus 4 is equal to 0. Since from the above property, that is if a into b is 0, then either a or either b is equal to 0, what we are going to get is either x minus 5 is equal to 0 or x minus 4 is equal to 0. So we are going to get x is equal to 5 or x is equal to 4. Yes. So we are going to so we are going to get the solution of a quadratic equation by factorization method. Remember this, since the quadratic equation the degree is 2, so maximum number of solutions for this quadratic equation are also 2. Let us go for the, okay, you can just remember this extra analogy. If the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c, that is the sign over them is both of them are positive, then we can say that if b1 is greater than b2, then b1 and b2, then we can split this quadratic equation as ax square plus b1x plus b2x plus c is equal to 0. Now remember this, if the quadratic equation is ax square minus bx, over here it is not plus, over here it is minus bx plus c is equal to 0, then we have to split up them in such a way that minus b1 and minus b2. Okay, so we get the split term, the split quadratic equation as ax square minus b1x minus b2x plus c is equal to 0. If quadratic equation is ax square minus bx minus c is equal to 0 and b1 is greater than b2, so we can write minus b1 plus b2, that is ax square minus b1x plus b2x plus c is equal to 0. Similarly, if the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx minus c, then we get, and if b1 is greater than b2, so we can write b1 minus b2, that is ax square plus b1x minus b2x plus c is equal to 0. So this is the split term of it. Let us go for the practice set. So in this also we are going to just see some problems, rest of them are the same. Solve the following quadratic equation by factorization method. So we have the quadratic equation as x square minus 15x plus 54 is equal to 0. So the solution for this, okay, so this is wrong over here. Okay, so solution for this is x square minus 9x, 15x, okay, and 54 ones are 54. So over here 9 6 are 54, minus 9 into minus 6 is 54, and minus 9 plus minus 6 is 15x. So we are getting x square minus 9x minus 6x plus 54 is equal to 0. Now we have to make a pair of them, that is x square minus 9x and 6x plus 54. So we are going to get x into x minus 9 minus 6 into x minus 9. The common term over here is x minus 9. Remember this, whenever you are solving in this term, in this type of equation, the common term is repeated in both the sides. So we are going to get x minus 9 is equal to 0, x minus 6 is equal to 0. So we are going to get x is equal to 9 or x is equal to 6. Therefore, the root of the given quadratic equation are 9 and 6. You can just go through this sum. It is similar. Now if you see this, it is plus and minus. So when you are splitting this, it will be plus and minus. Your b1 will be plus 5 and b2 is equal to minus 4. For the third sum, you can just observe this. Take a screenshot of it. Okay. Now let us go for the fifth sum. Over here 2x square minus 2x plus half is equal to 0. So what we can do over here is multiply both the sides by 2. So when you are multiplying both the sides by 2, we are going to get 4x square minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. So over here a into c is 4 into 1 is 4, and the b part is b1 plus b2 is minus 4. So we can split this up into minus 2x. If you observe this carefully, it is minus and plus. So it is the b1 will be minus b1 and b2 will be minus b2. So it is 4x square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So we are pairing this now. So the common term in this 2 is 2x. So it will be 2x minus 1, and over here it is minus 1. So we can write 2x minus 1. Now you observe this, both of them are the same. So it is right. So over here 2x minus 1 into 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So we are going to get 2x minus 1 is equal to 0 or 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to half or x is equal to half. Therefore the roots of the given quadratic equation are half and half. Okay. Now let us go for the question number 7. That is root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. So this is an activity question. Solution over here is root 2x. So now 5 into root 2 is equal to 5 2s are 10. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. So 5 into 2 is 10. And the addition over here is 7. So we are going to get, we can split this term as 5 into 2. So root 2x square plus 5x plus 2x plus root 2, 5 root 2 is equal to 0. So we are going to get common over here is x. So x into root 2x plus 5 plus root 2. Since 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. Yes. So we can write over here root 2 into root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, so we are going to get over here root 2x plus 5 into x plus root 2 is equal to 0. So the solution is root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0 or x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to minus 5 by root 2 or x is equal to minus root 2. Therefore the solution is minus 5 by root 2 and minus root 2 are the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay, now let us go for the 8th sum. So in this 8th sum, if you observe this carefully, it is 3 2s are 6 and over here it is minus root 2. So if you are splitting this in terms of root 6, that is minus, since it is minus and minus, so it is minus root 6 into minus root 6. We are going to get 6. 3 2s are 6. So and minus root 6 is equal to minus 2 root 6. So we are going to get 3x square minus root 6x minus root 6x plus 2 is equal to 0. So now we can split this 3 into root 3 into root 3. Remember that. So we can write over here root 3x into root 3x minus root 2. Since root 6 is root 3 into root 2 minus root 2 into root 3x minus root 2 is equal to 0. So what we are going to get over here is the common over here is root 3x minus root 2 and root 3x minus root 2. So the answer that we are getting is root 3x minus root 2 is equal to 0 or root 3x minus root 2 is equal to 0. So rearranging this, we get x is equal to root 2 by root 3 or x is equal to root 2 by root 3. Therefore the roots of the quadratic equation are root 2 by root 3 and root 2 by root 3. Now the ninth sum you can just observe and go through it. 9th and 10th sum. 10th sum is also simple. Over here 25m square is equal to 9. So what we are going to, we are just have to rearrange this. 25m square minus 9 is equal to 0. Now 5m square minus 3 square, since 3 is 3, square root of 9 is 3, or you can say the square of 3 is 9. Therefore we can write this both in terms of the square. So we can use the property a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b to find the solution. That is 5m plus 3 into 5m minus 3 is equal to 0. So we're going to get 5m plus 3 is equal to 0 or 5m minus 3 is equal to 0. So m is equal to minus 3 by 5 or m is equal to 3 by 5. Therefore the roots of the quadratic equation are minus 3 by 5 and 3 by 5. Okay. Now for 11th, 7m square is equal to 21. Okay, just observe this. The similar, over here you don't have to do any factorization over here, you just can remove m as common and divide by 7. We get m is equal to 0, m is equal to 3. The roots of the given quadratic equation are 0 and 3. Similarly, m square minus 11 is equal to 0. So there is no x term. So what we can do is over here is m square minus root of 11 square is equal to 0. So we are putting root and square together. So it will remain 11 only. But we can write as a square minus b square. So it will be a plus b into a minus b is equal to 0. So we get m is equal to minus root 11 or m is equal to root 11. Therefore the root of the given quadratic equation are minus root 11 and root 11. Okay. Thank you for today. We'll continue with our class in the next class with solution of quadratic equation by perfect square method and solution of quadratic equation by formula method. Thank you.